Ever since active noise cancellation has been available on headphones and earphones, people have been going on about installing it into a motorcycle helmet. Well, Cardo has done just that, so let's take a look at the new Cardo Beyond. Now, active noise cancellation, or ANC, pops up all over the place in all types of different products. We've not yet seen it in communication systems. Well, that's actually a bit of a lie, because we do see it in the microphones of communication systems, but not in the speakers. Now, if you don't already know how ANC works, the most basic explanation is that the system detects noise and then will create the opposite noise to block it out and thus reduce the volume. This might raise some questions, and understandably so, but before we try and answer those, let's take a look at what Cardo's promising.
Some products bend the rules. Rarely does one come who rewrites them. Cardo introduces Beyond, a helmet that redefines your ride beyond anything you've ever experienced. A carbon fiber composite shell, layered with multi-density EPS, guarded by a crash detection sensor that's ready when you need it most. You are safer than ever with an intelligent, integrated brake light that is there for you when it really matters. Experience an active noise cancelling technology that silences the wind noise without disconnecting you from the road, highlighting the pure, immersive audio from 53mm speakers. Your sound experience will be beyond anything you have experienced until today. Enjoy an advanced ventilation system that keeps you cool. With 3-layer adaptive cushioning that embraces you with seamless comfort. Beyond has no less than Cardo's latest integrated mesh system, keeping your pack connected with crystal clear audio. The world is at your command. Enjoy an upgradable and serviceable tech pack that keeps your helmet updated, and a detachable battery for easy charging, ensuring you're always ready to continue your adventure.
Well, like the fella said, to infinity and beyond. I think it looks great, but then again, most promotional videos are made to look pretty great, and otherwise, what's the point? So let's dive into the specs, take a closer look at the things that do and don't impress me. The Cardo Beyond GTS helmet comes in 4 different shell sizes and has a carbon fibre composite outer shell. It also has a 5-section EPS multi-density inner shell and both ECE 2206 and DOT ratings. The fit of the helmet is said to be intermediate oval. The helmet has a titanium double D ring retention system and emergency release cheek pads for easier removal of the helmet in the event of an accident. We're seeing a 3-position air vent on the front and top of the helmet and an exhaust vent at the back integrated with the brake light. Nifty. There's a drop-down sun visor, and the inner lining is of course removable, washable and antibacterial. So far so good, but not great. Let's get down to what really makes this helmet unique. The integrated communication system is a reworked Cardo PackTalk Pro, Cardo's top-of-the-line system. The 53mm built-in speakers are impressive, and we're expecting they'll deliver richer, deeper sound than ever. It features 2nd generation DMC, Cardo's mesh network. You can connect with up to 31 riders over a distance of 2 kilometers, and Cardo is even promising that the system will connect with any other major brand. In practice, that isn't always the case, but we'll have to wait and see. Is that a replaceable battery? Every communicator, every device should have this. If you're doing long, intensive rides without the possibility of charging in between, then you can simply pack an extra battery. Having trouble with your battery, you can replace it and be on your way. It's a yes from me. It's hard to demonstrate the difference in sound when using ANC, but let's imagine we're out for a ride. We've got some tunes, a nice view, and, oh yeah, noise. Now if we lower the wind noise by 10 dB, this is what you get. The actual result will most likely vary from this, but this is just to illustrate the ideal situation. Does that mean this system will eliminate the need for earplugs? Simply put, no. ANC does a good job at cleaning up and blocking out a lot of the sound, but not all of it. ANC plus earplugs will definitely offer a best of both worlds experience, as the ANC will mainly reduce the low-end rumble and earplugs will reduce the hiss. Don't worry, you'll still be able to hear your bike, the world around you, and last but not least, sirens. Is it expensive? Well, that depends. If you have little or no use for the high-tech functionalities offered, then yes, you can get a decent, much simpler helmet for half the price or less. If you're on the bike a lot and you like to listen to music, ride in groups, and or travel long distances, then it might be more worth it than you may think. Although it's a modular helmet, there's only really one helmet that we can directly compare to this Cardo, and that's the Schuberth C5 ANC. This helmet will set you back €799 and its communicator will set you back €529, a grand total of €1,329.90. That's €130 more than the Cardo Beyond GTS. Most helmets and communicators do actually work out cheaper than the GTS, but keep in mind that they don't offer ANC. The cheapest colour of the Shoei GTA 3 plus the SRL 3, for example, work out €968, over €200 less, but again, no ANC. Apart from the obvious, we're quite impressed by the new best-in-class Pinlock 200 anti-fog lens and by the front LED UI status indicators. Basically, a thin light strip below your vision. Trash or treasure, you ask? We'll have to test the helmet first before we can comment on that. The same goes for the helmet health monitoring system. Something that has already been tried and tested is the crash detection feature. If you crash on the road and the system detects it and you're incapacitated or unable to cancel, your emergency contact will get a text with your approximate crash location. They can then reach you or call for help. One last thing I'd like to point out, and if anything, praise above any of the other features, and that's the serviceable components and upgradable tech. Now, we don't have any exact information about which parts are easily serviceable or upgradable, but this is a game-changing development either way. Let's say I buy a helmet with built-in comms and it stops functioning properly after a few years. The warranty has expired, so I can either pay for a repair, if even possible, or chuck it in the bin and fork out the cash for a new one. Both options are not great. With this new development, you should be able to keep the comms system in working order for as long as the helmet is in service. Do I like it? No. I love it.
Hang on a minute, you're only talking about the Beyond GTS. What about the GT version?
Oh yeah, there are two versions of the new Cardo Beyond, although you wouldn't know that by looking at the promo video. To be honest, the GT comes without nearly all of the features that make the GTS interesting and worth considering for its price. At €949 and without the ANC, brake light, best-in-class pin lock, carbon fibre composite shell, front LED UI indicators and 2000 mAh battery, it's a bit steep. Sure, you could just buy the ANC kit and a better battery separately, but I suspect that would cost more than just buying the GTS to begin with, and then you still won't have all of the features. My opinion? GTS? Yay. GT? Nay.
So there you have it, that's what we currently know and think about the new Cardo Beyond helmets. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that it gives you a better idea of what this new Cardo helmet has to offer. Head to our website FortaMoto.com to check out our full collection of helmets and of course communicators, and if you don't want to miss any of our future content, hit the thumbs up button below and more importantly the subscribe button. We hope to see you again next time. For now, thanks for watching and cheerio.